PALI stock, Palisade Bio Inc. is rallying within a longer term bearish trend. The gain is 132.2% in this session of the 30th of December 2022. The stock is has a very tiny float, and the trading volume has exceeded the 10-day average of 12.297 million shares by 876.54%. The price also crossed above its 50-day moving average of $3.54 and above average volume. And a few months ago, I believe, we had this Fibonacci grid, and we had projections all the way down towards almost $0, but it has held up, and it's now challenging our next target of $10.24. So let's see. The gain is now 143%. On the trading view, the algos haven't projected anything further in terms of projections, but in the coming sessions, in the coming minutes, that may print out. But downward projection it has is 6. Wow, look at that. 159% is now the gain is 6.67, $6.4, $6.22. Palisade, very tiny float. You can see that shares outstanding is 1.542 million shares, and usually the float is lower than usually smaller than the shares outstanding. So you can even imagine what we're talking about here. Trading volume over 12 million shares and counting. It is last time we checked, second most active stock in this session. Volume is 42.465 million and counting. Is Palisade optionable? It is not optionable. But let's get the news. The news is that the company has announced $2.5 million registered direct offering and concurrent private placement priced above market under Nasdaq rules. Could that be why it's on the move? Buyers are falling over themselves to get involved. Okay, it says they're priced above market. See. Okay, the gain is now 146%. Let's see whether we can short interest before we get into any other thing. Is a small 7.6%, but on off exchanges for 6.85. So the skepticism is quite high for those who are in the dark pools. Okay, let's get the news. Let's see whether we can get any other news concerning Palisade stock. So far nothing has filtered through yet. Okay, some time ago it was also, a month ago it was up 130%, so it's a highly volatile stock. It has a very low float, so these are the sort of things you should be expecting from it. And after today, you can see that 10-day volatility is 4,155.45%. so even if the stock when it cools off, it's likely to do so. There's a good chance market participants will continue to watch the stock. They'll continue to place their money in the stock. But it's definitely vulnerable to manipulation. You can see this market cap is 5 million. So with this sort of price line, we have a market cap of $7.92 million. So definitely, the stock is definitely it's a vulnerable stock. Manipulation can always occur. You can imagine that. $7.7 million is nothing for a lot of players out there, and they can easily influence what's going on with the stock right now. So right now it has now broken through its 10-minute moving average, now between its 10 and 20-minute moving averages. Okay, so let's see whether it has fallen anywhere close to its projection. Yes, on trading view now, it just got supported on its projection, downward projection. It was of $7.41. So you definitely have to be really careful with this stock. You have to be very careful. Market cap very tiny float, it's a micro cap stock. So it can be manipulated. It can be really manipulated. So you just need to know what you're doing. It's highly risky, and the gains can always come out, because you can see it's has a very small float and all that stuff, but just be really careful, with this one, and know how you're going to be doing it, know how you're going to be playing it in the coming sessions. So it's now fallen below its 20-minute moving average. Momentum is waning. So to our RSI as well. So let's see now. Let's have a look at the daily chart and see whether we can plot a projection. Okay, halted. Trading is halted again, yet again. Okay, let's see. On the daily chart, we might see some projections there. Yeah, they are upper projections. They are really very ambitious. We have all the way up towards 10.1 at 9.59. What is that? There's 10.18, 11.96, 14.34, 21.46. So another thing that also might be happening is that they may be pumping up the stock. When they pump it up, then they may also issue more shares. That's also something that might be happening. Okay, so we also see on the weekly chart we have an upper projection of look at that, very ambitious one. Look at that, 11,199. It looks like a joke, and if that is the case, 11,199, as you multiply that by 1 million, which is around 1.5 million, so that will give you 11 billion market cap. But that's really ambitious. But I'm trying to reconcile this low float it has, reconcile this low float it has and this market cap. So we have just seen now they are raising $2.5 million. Who knows who are those who are participating in this huge this rally we are talking about here. It could be those who want to who are funding who are underwriting the funding, the share placement and all that stuff. Who knows? But the point I'm trying to make is that they're probably trying to drive it up to a certain height and then issue more shares as well. So this is also the sort of things that might be occurring. You can see the aggression here. You can see that everything on this dark side of the order book is just on the same price, 7.14 all the way down, apart from this lone 7.13 at the top here. Everything is, and all of them are the same time of 10.52 a.m. Eastern US time. So aggression very, very high. Maybe that's why we have a halt amongst other things. 45.12 million shares and counting. Okay, let's see how aggressive, well, it's still one of the most active in this session. Yes, second most active after Tesla, 45.005 million shares and counting. Still halted, yes. So from here we can plot, we can see whether we can do some upper projections. We pick it up from where it was its peak in August. Bring it all the way down to 0.45 dollars. Exit the drawing mode. Okay, upper projection of, we have 10.93, 13.29, 16.33. No guarantee any of those will happen, but indeed we have seen things like this on the stock, obviously. But we've seen it traded at higher prices, but then it was retracing, Momentum on the daily charts very strong, so to RSI. So let's return to the 1 minute live chart. Trading is still halted just slightly below its 20 minute moving average. So as I said earlier on, just be really careful. They could be pumping it up to so that more funds can be raised, or more grounds can be established to dilute the shares. So that's something you have to be really careful about. Okay, yes, so I think the upper projection we have on this is also, the next target there is $10.0, and we have $10.1. Okay, it's trading, halt has been lifted, plunged down to $7.08, but it's looking up, still holding up there. $10.25, yes, we have that as well on this on the daily chart here on Street Smart Edge. Palisade showing a lot of strength, penny stock, low float, and the company is trying to raise 2.5 million, announced the $2.5 million registered direct offering. Okay, and it says it's above market, priced above market under Nasdaq rules. Okay, the gain is now 110%. Momentum is totally gone, spent, and flat. Okay, just be really careful with Palisade Bio stock, subject to manipulation because of the fact that it has a very, very tiny float and also a very, very small market cap. So see what you make of all of these. We have upper projections of around $10, but there's no guarantee that's going to happen. And thank you very much for watching this video.